Hello children, I hope you are all fine at home. In this session you are going to learn about the 5th unit poem of the English Samachir Kalvi book of Standard 10. The name of the poem is The Secret of the Machine, written by Rudyard Kipling. This poem is a poem for memorizing. So utilize this session and have a nice day. Children, in this video session, you are going to learn about the 5th unit poem of the Samachir Kalvi book of Standard 10. The name of the poem is The Secret of the Machines, written by Rudyard Kipling. And now, a few words about the poet. A Nobel Prize winner at 42, Rudyard Kipling was born on December 30, 1865 in Mumbai, India. He was educated in England but returned to India in 1882. He was fascinated by the advance made in science and technology and mechanization through the historical revolution. A decade later, Kipling married Caroline Balestier and settled in Brattleboro, Vermont, where he wrote The Jungle Book in the year 1894, among a host of other works that made him successful. Kipling was a recipient of the 1907 Nobel Prize in Literature. He died in the year 1936. Children, take a look at the first stanza of this poem. We were taken from the ore bed and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Here, children, the machines are the speakers and the human beings are the listeners. Look at the first stanza, the first two lines. We were taken from the ore bed and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. Here, the machines are saying that they were taken from the ore bed and the mine and they were melted in the furnace and the pit. The meaning of furnace means an enclosed structure in which material is heated to very high temperatures. Machines had taken a long way before they came to life. First, their basic raw building materials were dug out as iron ores from ore beds and minerals from mines. Now look at the next two lines. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. The meaning of wrought is beaten out of shape by hammering. And the meaning of gouge, an instrument that measures perfection in appearance and quality. After processing ores in the hot furnaces, metals were formed and every machine was given a specific shape by casting and hammering. This then followed a more accurate process which includes cutting and measuring and tooling. Let us take a look at the second stanza of this poem. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1/1000th of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. Second stanza states that the only requirement for the machine is water, coal and oil. The moving parts may have a clearance of 1/1000th of an inch, which may be the permissible variation from the required dimensions. The third and fourth line of this poem is, and now if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. These parts are closely arranged with bolts and nuts, leaving only less than an inch for the movement of wheels. With such a setup, the machines are willing to work round the clock, non-stop, without any rest. That means the machines are saying that if you set us properly, we are ready to work 24 hours a day. That means 365 days per year. Now, a look at the next stanza. We can pull and howl and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. Children, in the third stanza, the machines elucidate how they can serve human race by doing all the possible human activities mastered by machines. They say they can do various tasks such as pulling, carrying, pushing, lifting, driving, printing, plowing, weaving, heating, lighting, running, racing, swimming, flying, diving, seeing, hearing, countings, readings, and writing. Now the fourth stanza. But remember, please, the law by which we live. We are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. The machines in the fourth stanza caution the readers with an unshakable moral imperative, the law by which it lives. The machines represent a form of absolute truth that is particularly difficult for mankind to understand. Here, machines tell us that they neither emote nor understand different feelings such as love, pity, or apology. It tells us its dangerous nature by simply stating that a slip while handling it means instant death. That means if we don't handle the machines properly, it will lead to instant death. If the machines are to function to their full capacity, they must be dutifully controlled by the Creator, that is, the human beings who have created them. That is why it is so important for man to understand the law that machines are not built to comprehend a lie. Comprehend means to understand. The machines cannot understand if the command is a lie. A machine cannot love, show pity, or forgive. If a mistake is done by man, they will be destroyed and put to death. In the last stanza, the design of the machine just changes. The dream of the perfect machinery suddenly seems to fade out. Machines aren't perfect. Nature always wins over. Machines aren't miraculous creations but just a creation of the human brain. Therefore, machines, although capable of great deeds, are still nothing more than creations of the human brain. The machines live to do the work of a man who has created them. The theme of the poem is a period when man gives more importance to industrialization. To live a life, man will depend on machines, for machines will make many things easier and facilitate the work of the human beings. The most important fact is that any wrong handling of the machines can be extremely dangerous, for it cannot understand a lie. This poem brings out the greatness of modern technology. Now, children, let us take a look at the rhyme scheme and the rhyming words of this poem. Rhyme scheme is a poet's deliberate pattern of lines that rhyme with other lines in a poem or a stanza. The rhyme scheme or pattern can be identified by giving end words that rhyme. Now, for example, but remember, please, the law by which we live. We are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. So, this is the stanza given in the poem. Here, the first line, last word is live. The second line, last word is lie. Third line, last word, that is ending word is forgive. And the last line, ending word is die. Now, if you take the first line, last word live, live is rhyming with the third line, last word forgive. Live, forgive. These two are the rhyming words. So, live, that last ending word of the first line, live, we start the rhyme scheme by giving the name as letter A. And second line, ending word is lie. So, it is not at all rhyming with the first line last word live. So we have to select the next letter B for writing the rhyme scheme. Now forgive, the last, that is the ending word of third line is rhyming with the first line last word live. So again letter A is repeated here. Now look at the last line, last word die. Now this die word is rhyming with the second line last word lie. So lie we have given the letter B, and same letter will be repeated for the last line also, because lie and die both are rhyming words. So the rhyme scheme used in this stanza is AB, AB. Small letters you must write for writing the rhyme scheme. And what are the rhyming words here? The rhyming words are live, forgive. This is the first set of rhyming words. The next set of rhyming words are lie, die. Children, if you observe, all the stanzas, the same rhyme scheme is used by the poet, and the rhyming words used in the stanzas are, let us look at the first stanza. In the first stanza, the rhyming words are mine, design. Next pair of words are pit, fit. Second stanza, if you look at, the rhyming words are ask, task. And again the next set of words are play, day. So ask, task, these two are the first pair of words given in the second stanza. The next set of words are play, day, both are rhyming words. Now third stanza if you take, the rhyming words are drive and dive. Next set of words are light and right. Now next stanza if you go through, the rhyming words are live, forgive, then lie and die. Last stanza if you take a look at, the rhyming words are eyes, size. Next set of words are again brain. So all the stanzas, the rhyme scheme used is AB, AB by the poet. Now look at this line in the poem. We can see and hear and count and read and write. Here the poetic device used is imagery. Imagery means the descriptions which create a picture in the reader's mind. Here the picture created in the reader's mind is of the machines. Now we imagine that the machines can see, hear, count, read and write. So here the poetic device used is imagery, because a picture is created in the reader's mind. The other poetic device used here is personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which a thing, an idea or an animal is given human attributes. Now look at this sentence. We can pull and howl and push and lift and drive. Here the machines are the speakers and the human beings are the listeners. So machines are speaking here. So the machine is a thing which is given human attributes. That is why the figure of speech used here is known as personification. Another poetic device used here is assonance. Assonance means repetition of two or more vowel sounds. Now look at these words. All we ask. All we ask. So all and ask. Here both these words we have the vowel sounds repeated. So that is why the figure of speech used here is assonance. Another figure of speech used here is connotation. Connotation means which suggests beyond what it expresses. Now look at this line in the poem. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes. Here the machines are speaking. The machines cannot hide the heavens, but it is expressed beyond the imagination. That is why the figure of speech used here is called connotation. The next figure of speech used here is alliteration. This figure of speech you have already learnt in the previous video sessions. Now alliteration means repetition of two or more consonant sounds. Now for example, look at this line. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. Here In this line, print and plow, both these words begin with the same letter P, that is the same consonant sound is repeated here. So that is why the figure of speech used here is alliteration.